So it's arrived, and what a beautiful box. Let's check out what it is, although clearly you know what it is if you've been paying attention to anything you click on YouTube. Well, that box is definitely not what I was expecting. It's definitely not what I saw in Curry's and PC World. In fact, this particular model of the camera that is within was not available in any Curry's or PC World store or distribution center. You could only order it online from them. And it came pretty quick, so let's check out what's inside the box. So inside the box is the box that I was expecting to see. How cool is that? So there it is. That's the box I was expecting to see. The Fuji Xf1. That's worrying me slightly. Let's see what's inside. Instruction manual and a CD. Pop it open and all is well. I'll show you in a minute why. There's a plug adapter there. This is actually for my girlfriend in Colombia, so this plug adapter can stay in England for when the camera comes back. Here's a lanyard, battery, charger, USB, which is a micro USB, and the main event itself. This is what we've been waiting for. The Fuji Xf1 yellow. Now you can hardly get this anywhere in the UK at the moment. And this is one sexy camera. Notice though, straight away they've put this thing 3 steps to turn on the camera, because this has fooled a lot of people. How you do it, and we're going to give it a go in just a moment. Let's crack it open. Another nice little touch. The Fuji seal. Well, that's what happens when you do it like that. But it's all good. So we'll slide it out. Let's just look at this first that's attached. 3 steps to turn on the camera. Rotate the zoom ring until it stops. Pull the zoom ring until it clicks, and rotate the zoom ring, blah blah blah. Interesting. Inside, some more information about the camera. Let's take a look at that. So as you can see there, it's got an f1.8 lens. Now that's not constant. Don't expect to see that once you get out of the wide. But I think, as we'll see in a moment, the tele end is about 4.9, so pretty cool anyway. 2/3 EXR CMOS sensor, pretty cool for such a small size. It says it starts up in 0.55 seconds. I think it's best if you put the on-off ring in a standby position for that. High speed, autofocus, 3 stylish configurations apparently. Standby, shooting and portable. Well, marketing speak I guess. And here it talks about the retractable manual zoom lens. 25 to 100mm 4x manual zoom lens, all operated by that ring. So that's attached. That'll go eventually. Here's a quick overview of the camera itself. Looks very much like a basic version of the other Fuji X cameras that I've got. I'll show you in a moment how they compare. Play, record, macro, self timer, flash and exposure compensator, and function buttons. Flash on and off there. That sticker's going to have to go, but that's just to teach you how to turn it on. We've also got another function button just there, and here's the dial. This is what's cool about this camera as well, that it has an aperture priority, shutter priority and manual, as well as the program, as well as the other modes that it has. That's very cool. That's the shutter button itself. Let's take a look at the front. It is actually a beautiful lens. I don't think she's going to get this camera off me, to be honest. I might just forget it. Let's take a look at the instructions. Rotate the zoom ring until it stops. Pull the zoom ring until it clicks. So rotate until it stops, pull, and we're away. Check that out. That's how it looks before it's debadged. That's how it looks from the side. The back, once again, nice big 3-inch screen. Now clearly, because the battery's not in, we can't see it powered up, but I'll do that in a moment, and if there's any juice in it I'll let you see what's happening. To turn it off, pull it down like that. Here's the battery, and on the bottom you've got a little catch. Pop it open and you stick the battery in. Now you put it in that way, see the arrow going in, insert in this direction. But when you look down there you'll see that the connectors are in there. So just nudge that yellow tab, that should click in place. Close it and then that's in and you're away. So the setup is nice and simple. You've got a number of languages there as I scroll through, and hopefully one of those applies to you. Now these can be changed afterwards, I'm pretty sure of that. So I'm going to set it up as if it was for me. Now the person this is actually for speaks the first 4 languages well enough to operate the camera, especially, I would say all 4 to be honest, although she will disagree. But whatever, let's set this date and time. It is the 2014 and I'm terrible with the dates, so I'm going to look on the iPhone. That was no good. Yep, there we go. It's the 3rd of November. Actually, I better set the time for her. So it's 7 AM. Set. Power save or clear display. This is terrible with keeping batteries charged, so maybe I should put it on that for now. Or, yeah, no, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's put power save. Images recorded to external memory. That's because we haven't done the next step, which we'll do now. So, aha. That's the zoom, by the way, on the front. You turn in and out like that. And off again is, ta-da, like that. Now we're going to look at getting the SD card in. Pop open that door and there's your slot there. So you work out which way you should do it. Pop it in, it'll click. Close that and you're away. Let's practice turning it on and off again. Turn it till you can't no more, then that way, and then you're on. But I'm going to go into the menu and have a quick fiddle here. I like auto ISO, let's get it to 1600. Image size, I'm a big RAW fan, she won't be a big RAW fan until I convince her otherwise. So let's go with a 3:2 large JPEG. Image quality, fine. It's always best to just use the full potential of the camera, otherwise you're just wasting money really. You've got all these different settings you can change. I like to leave things pretty standard, no messing about, especially as I usually shoot in RAW. I didn't notice this camera had RAW, actually I don't think it does, but that's cool. Movie setup, we want to do that because she's going to be into that. Full HD at 30 frames per second, no point messing with these unless you want to do some super slow motion here, but the quality would be terrible, but might be fun anyway. Autofocus mode continuous, yeah, we'll see how that works. Still shooting in movie. Movie priority, it's pretty cool, you can do that. So press back there, press back again, and we're away. Let's have another look at the settings. Date and time we've done. Time difference, there we go, that can change that. Language you can change in there, you can reset everything. It's silent mode, I love silent mode. So you can back out of that and you're away to shoot. Now to shoot, let's get a little subject, best guy I could find. So I lightly depress on there. If you notice at the bottom it tells you what the f-stop it's asking for. Let me just check this is where I want it. Aperture Priority, that's my favourite. Let's see what happens as I turn the ring. You see the bottom, the numbers changing to show you the focal length that's selected. If you press this, you can choose macro. Press this across here, you should be able to get the flash, but the flash, there's your flash. That's kind of cool. Take a look at that. There's the flash. What do you reckon? Push it down there, so pops up just like that. Hopefully you can see that. Well, we got it turned around. Take a look at the lens again if you want to see the details on the front. Nice. Let's turn it around and see how we fare taking a picture. So we've took a picture. Looks like the exposure compensator is on. So you see this little dial here, you can turn it around and it's actually live, so that's very nice. So we've got it on 0 there. Let's just dial it down a bit so you can see a bit of detail on Tigger's face. Take a shot. That flashes to say it's right into the card. Press play and there it is. Tells you the time, tells you all the information that it's shot. The battery capacity is shown there. Now I imagine, if you turn this dial, you can zoom into the image and you can move around the image like that. Actually, seems pretty cool. Seems pretty nice actually. I really do like that. She's definitely not getting this back. Video, if I press that, it's away and it will record. And stop the video. So playback. With the Fujis, it's down to play. And there it is. Clearly I recorded the wrong bit. Let's have another little bash. Press it again. Now it's in record mode. And I'm going to turn it around to me. Now of course I didn't focus it on myself then. Let's see if I press, press record again to store, press play and see how we fared that time. Well, clearly it didn't compensate for me as it turned around, but that's cool. The image quality looks pretty cool there actually. And there's how you can rotate round. You can also turn the dial like that, and that's how you can erase the files as well. Now if you go with this button, you can zoom right in. Now that's what I was looking for. That's your dial to get your aperture down to control your settings in Aperture Priority. So if you want to shoot at f1.8, you just dial it down to f1.8 and you get a beautiful bokeh, as they say, unfortunately. If you want to get more of the background in, more depth of field, you can go that way, but of course your shutter speed will go down, so if you're not on a tripod, be careful. So that's the camera. It's beautiful. What I'd probably do, detach this, take that off, and then I think it's ready for action. I'm not sure how long the battery lasts. Probably rated at a few hundred images. Let's compare it in size to the iPhone just in case you want to see that. Actually it's about the same depth in that sense. Width wise it's not as long, but obviously it's somewhat thicker, but still beautiful. I would say just off that quick preview that this camera is a winner. Of course I haven't tested it properly in the field. I don't pixel peep, I don't care. I think it looks fantastic and it seems like it has potential for absolutely great images. If you want to see this video in Spanish, I was thinking maybe to attempt it when I get a chance. Probably just overdub the sound, but I hope that's been useful, and I hope that if you really want it you can get your hands on it. You can't get your hands on Tigger, he's mine, and he's a present from the person that this is for. This is going to be really cool on my next trip. Sorry, her next trip. Just joking. Okay, take it easy, be good, peace.